crowds swarmed the hillside, men, women and children pouring in from every direction. Some limped, some carried little ones in their arms, all desperate for a glimpse of the teacher they had heard about. Thousands gathered, fishermen with rough hands, weary mothers, curious children, the old leaning on walking sticks. They were hungry for more than food. They were hungry for hope, hungry for healing, hungry for Jesus. Hour after hour, the people listened, hanging on every word. The lame were walking, the blind were seeing, and every heart on that hillside burned with wonder. But as the sun dipped lower, another hunger grew. Stomachs rumbled, children tugged at their mothers' robes, and the disciples grew anxious. "Lord," they whispered, "send them away. They need food. How can we feed so many? Even a year's wages wouldn't buy enough bread for this crowd." Then, from the sea of faces, came a boy. Not a leader, not a warrior, just a child, clutching a small woven basket, 5 rough barley loaves, 2 small fish, dried and salted. It wasn't much. So small, so ordinary, but in innocence and trust, he placed it all in the hands of Jesus. Jesus looked up to heaven. He lifted the bread. He gave thanks, and he began to break it. And then, the impossible happened. The food did not run out. Piece after piece, loaf after loaf, fish after fish, it multiplied again and again and again. The disciples stared in disbelief as their baskets stayed full. They passed bread to families, to children, to the elderly, and every time they reached in, there was more. The crowd gasped in awe. Children laughed with delight. Mothers wept with joy. 5,000 men ate that day, plus women, plus children. Every one of them ate until they were full, satisfied, not scraps, not a bite. They feasted, and when it was over, 12 baskets overflowed with leftovers. More than what they started with, more than anyone imagined. That day, on a Galilean hillside, heaven showed its power. God took something small, something ordinary, and turned it into a miracle for the multitude. Little becomes much when placed in the hands of Jesus. A boy's small lunch became a sign of God's kingdom, a miracle that echoed across history, and it whispers still today. What you place in his hands is never wasted. It can feed nations. It can change lives. It can shake the world.